So gentlemen, let's get started. We are now in Chapter 9. Speaking to persuade. Let me start with a question. What do we mean by persuade? To persuade literally means to induce someone to do something through reasoning or argument. Your challenge in this chapter will be to learn how to plan and organize information for a speech to persuade. Your goal will be to convince the audience to agree with your persuasive claim. When you complete this chapter, you will know how to choose a persuasive topic, determine the specific purpose for the claim, analyze your audience, plan, prepare, and present a speech to persuade. Now let's look at the process of the preparation of a speech to persuade. It involves 6 major steps. The first step is to choose a topic and determine the specific purpose. After deciding the topic, we need to analyze the audience. After this step, we have to gather all relevant information and prepare some visual aids also. Once this is done, comes the most important step. We need to organize the speech with a proper structure and finally deliver to our audience. Now, let's go through all the steps, one by one. The first step is to choose an excellent topic. That topic should really interest you. It is easy to think of ideas if you choose a topic that you feel strongly about. For example, a student who had a brown belt in karate gave a speech entitled, "Everyone should learn karate as a form of self-defense." The second step is to suggest a change that is realistic and relevant to life. It is much easier to convince listeners to adjust their opinions, feelings, or behavior a little than to persuade them to adopt a radically different point of view. For example, it would be unrealistic to try to persuade a meat food lover to convert to a vegetarian menu. However, you might be able to convince the person to read a book about different vegetarian food. The third step is to choose a topic that is controversial. Here be very careful. Do not choose a point of view that most people already agree with. For example, the topic English is spoken all over the world is not controversial. However, everyone should learn English as a second language, and English should be required in Saudi schools, are topics that could be disputed since many people might disagree with these opinions. After choosing the right topic, you should analyze the audience and make sure that the topic interests your audience. If your audience already agrees with your belief or point of view, you must choose a different topic for your speech. If your audience doesn't care about your topic, you must find out why they are indifferent to it. In your speech, you need to interest them in your topic, convince them that it is important, and finally persuade them to adopt your opinion. If your listeners do not agree with your point of view, they probably have definite reasons for feeling the way they do. You must find out why they disagree with your opinion in order to convince them that their reasons are incorrect or unreasonable. The next step is to gather all information about the topic. Make a research and collect all relevant materials. Write down what you already know about your topic. Think about your own related observations or experiences. You need to gather additional necessary information by conducting research and interviewing experts or people who have an interest in your topic. While collecting materials, do not forget to prepare your presentation aids also. Aids can be in the form of pictures or graphs or even objects relevant to the speech. Presentation aids make your speech more interesting. They can be very powerful persuasive tools. An audience is more likely to be convinced if they can actually see the importance of what you are describing. For example, look at the first picture. In a speech to persuade a class to donate money to a charity that helps children with disabilities, this picture affected the audience emotionally and thus made them want to make a donation. In a speech to persuade a class to complain to university officials about polluted lakes on campus, one student held up a large bottle of dirty brown water with a dead fish in it. He explained that the dead fish came from one of the nearby lakes. This convinced the students that his speech presented a serious problem. The final step is to organize your speech. A good persuasive speech includes the following components. 1. Opener building on areas of agreement with audience. 2. Statement of persuasive claim. 3. Preview of persuasive points. 4. Body. 5. Summary. 6. Memorable concluding remarks. 7. Transitions. Now let's analyze a model presentation text and see if all the elements of a good presentation are included or not. The title of the presentation is, Acupuncture is the Way to Go. The presenter's aim is to convince the audience that acupuncture is a better treatment than prescription medicine. Now let's look at the introduction. The introduction has three major things. 1. Opener building on areas of agreement. 2. Statement of persuasive claim. 3. Preview. The preview here is almost like a thesis statement as it introduces the points or subjects to be discussed here. So, now we are in the body of the presentation. The body has three main points discussed one by one. Each point is presented after giving a transition that introduces the point. Here we can find three transitions with three main points. Look into the transitions carefully and understand how the transitions pave the way to the subjects discussed. We are now in the final part, the conclusion. The conclusion should have two parts. A summary of your complete presentation in a couple of sentences followed by some memorable concluding remarks. Make the concluding remarks very attractive and impressing as this may be like the takeaway message from this presentation. So now let's listen to the model presentation.
Listen to Feng's model speech. Notice the following components. Opener building on areas of agreement. Statement of persuasive claim. Preview of main persuasive points. Body. Summary. Memorable concluding remarks. And transitions.
We all know someone who has been sick or in pain. Maybe you or someone you know has had painful surgery or suffers from depression. Often, prescription medicines have side effects and make the patient feel even worse. When we don't feel well, we'd all like to feel better as quickly as possible. Acupuncture might be the solution. So today, I would like to persuade you to consider acupuncture when you are sick or in pain. There are many reasons you should consider acupuncture instead of traditional Western medicine. First, acupuncture is a medically proven treatment. Second, acupuncture is safe. And third, acupuncture effectively treats many conditions. Many of you might be skeptical about acupuncture because you believe it is an unproven treatment. You will be amazed to learn that acupuncture has been used for thousands of years and is medically respected worldwide. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, acupuncture is an ancient Chinese medical technique for relieving pain and curing disease. It has been used successfully in Asian cultures for more than 2,500 years. Acupuncture is endorsed by American mainstream medicine as well as by international organizations. In 1997, a panel of scientists at the National Institutes of Health, also known as the NIH, determined that acupuncture had been clinically proven to be effective against a variety of medical problems and diseases. The World Health Organization, also called the WHO, has endorsed acupuncture as a medical therapy for over 15 years. Another reason you might avoid acupuncture is that you worry it is not safe. You will be very pleased to learn that acupuncture is in fact very safe. According to the Medical Acupuncture Online Journal, acupuncture is extremely safe with virtually no chances of side effects, unlike prescription medicines. Many patients become addicted to pain medicines. This won't happen with acupuncture. According to the book Acupuncture for Everyone by Dr. Ruth Kidzer, acupuncture is not addictive. Also, there is absolutely no risk of catching any type of communicable disease from acupuncture needles. This is because modern acupuncturists use only sterilized, individually packaged needles that they throw away when they're done with each treatment. Have a look at this photo of a calm, happy patient receiving acupuncture. She knows how safe it is. Next, some of you might think that acupuncture is helpful for only a few minor problems. I'll now prove to you that acupuncture treats a wide variety of problems and diseases. First, clinical studies have shown that acupuncture helps patients with chronic pain. The WHO and the NIH have determined that it is effective in reducing pain from migraines, arthritis, and surgery. According to a 2003 WHO report, acupuncture has also been proven to help people with allergies, asthma, and heart problems. Both the WHO and NIH found that acupuncture reduces a patient's nausea from anesthesia and chemotherapy. Additionally, acupuncture helps people's immune systems to function better. This helps them to avoid colds, the flu, and other respiratory infections. Many people simply use acupuncture as an effective form of preventive medicine. Acupuncture also effectively treats many emotional problems. It helps patients with anxiety disorders, and it alleviates stress. For example, in 1998, researchers at the University of Arizona found that acupuncture was effective in treating depression. In July 2011, a Massachusetts General Hospital study also demonstrated that acupuncture effectively treats clinical depression. So, I hope I have convinced you to consider acupuncture when you are sick or in pain. Remember, acupuncture is a clinically proven and respected medical treatment. It's perfectly safe. And finally, acupuncture treats a wide variety of physical and emotional problems. Now you can throw away those medicines that bother your stomach or make you sleepy. Remember, there is an alternative. The next time you aren't feeling well physically or emotionally, why not kill two birds with one stone? Acupuncture can help you with both.
Now it's your turn. Prepare a presentation with a topic of your choice and practice your speech with your note cards and presentation aids. Record it and listen to it again and again until you become fully confident. Do not forget to check with this checklist so that you don't miss anything in your speech. So, gentlemen, all the best.